Hello, welcome to AIG channel. My name is Jando Ikeza, call me Jado, Jado. And at this channel, at AIG channel, we're going to explore the AI tools and developments and what's happening, and possibly be able to recognize patterns of development of AI as a way of to follow closely. Thank you for watching. If you're new, consider subscribing so you don't miss any video from us. So let's dive into this. As I said before, this is a channel to explore AI tools and what's happening, and a lot of things are in the pipeline, so things are happening so quickly and so fast, so we have to keep up with the developments. But before we dive into AI, we have to understand how it started so we can know how it's going. So we have to start from the internet itself. So that's why today I've prepared a video, a tutorial about the internet from day one up to today. Let's dive into this. So in this video, we're going to cover the evolution of the internet, the 50-year period of development of the internet. And it's so fascinating to see what happened since day one, since it started. And it's an amazing development of how it started and what it is today. So in this video, we're going to cover at least six steps development of the internet. Starting from the ARPANET in 1969 by the US Department of Defense. We go to ARPANET packet switching, and we go to the TCP/IP control, TCP/IP protocol, 1970s. We go to the birth of the domain name system, 1984. We go through the birth of the World Wide Web as we see it now, 1989 to 1991. We go to the commercialization of the internet, the broadband and Wi-Fi expansion, and Web 2 as we see it today. It's an amazing development of what happened, and I think it's very important for everybody to understand how the internet is started, so we can be able to understand what is AI and what's happening. So around 1950s, 1960s, the US Department of Defense were trying to create a network that is uninterruptible, that can't be interrupted, to connect the military bases with the research institution. This laid the foundation for the internet. So they started with the first step development, which first step technique. Packet switching, basically, it's a method of sending data of a network by breaking into small pieces or small packets. So you break the message you want to send in small pieces, and then those small pieces be able to be sent to the destination. So in 1969, the US Department of Defense developed the ARPANET using the packet switching network. This was the first step of the internet, just to connect the military base and the research institutions. So they wanted a way of communicating which is not going to be interrupted by wars or whatever that can interrupt the communication. This was the first step of the internet, and was an amazing thing. It's an interesting thing to see how the internet, this big thing we see today, started with the military. The next step was the birth of TCP/IP protocol in 1970s. The TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol. That was created in 1970s by the DALPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency of the United States. In fact, the entire TCP/IP control was created by two alpha scientists. So two scientists created the transmission control protocol. Vent and Bob created this TCP/IP. Well, in 1984, a very famous year, a lot of things happened. So the birth of the domain name system. So the domain name system, as we see here, was introduced to replace the IP addresses, those numbers with a readable domain name. So the IP address, the domain name system, is like the internet's phone book. So they tried, before the phone book was identifying every single device on the internet using numbers, a bunch of numbers, which was really difficult for people to recall or remember. But now the domain name system came to replace those bunch of numbers we can't remember by human readable domain names like google.com, .org, .gov, .edu. We see all those. But before that, before we have google.com, it was identified by a bunch of numbers. So the domain name system was born to change how we name and remember or write the domain names, or write or identify devices over the internet. So in 1989, the World Wide Web was born. Tim created the World Wide Web as we see it today. So the World Wide Web is the system that allows people to access and share information on the internet using websites and links. So Tim created this technology to allow everybody or anybody on the internet to share information via links. You know, you've received probably a bunch of links from friends, and then you click, you go to the website, or you go to the YouTube video, possibly as you're going to do with this video, you share with a friend, then click and land to this video. So he created this system so we can share links among each other today. So the World Wide Web was basically how can we connect the world without leaving anyone behind. But connecting the world was, what is the way to connect all computers from around the world? Yeah, because that's what the internet is, the connection between, or communication between different devices from all over the world. So in 1990s, amazing, a lot of things happened. Here, the internet service providers started to bring the internet at home, so that people, before, you have to be to a certain place so you can be able to use the internet. But now, in 1990s, people started having the internet at home, and the search engines like Google and Yahoo, they came to facilitate ways we navigate the internet. So it was an amazing year. A lot of things were born at that time. Yahoo 1994, Google 1998. So it was an amazing year. And around 2000s, because before we connected to the internet via wires or cables, you have to connect your laptop, connect your computer, connect your device to the internet via a cable. But in 2000, it was an expansion of access to the internet. So the broadband was replaced by the Wi-Fi. I would say another development came to life, which was the Wi-Fi. Allows people to connect to the internet without a cable. Connect your phone or your laptop to the internet without a cable connected directly to your laptop or your device. So it was an amazing, so just to have the internet wherever you are, on your mobile phone, on your phone and everything. Broadband and Wi-Fi made the internet faster and more accessible. So it was easy now to access the internet. It was faster, and you didn't have to be connected with a cable to the internet. You will have the access to the internet wherever you are, on your laptop, on your phone. So together they made the internet more convenient and widely available, both the broadband and Wi-Fi expansion. So this is the year where, or the period where shit gets real. I would say, because this is when the social media started to boom, 2000s, 2010, and the Web 2. So the Web 2, it was me and you will be able to create now. You can create something and share with people, and then people will access it. Yeah, or you accessing this video via a link from a friend or from a YouTube search. So it means I'm exploring, or I'm using Web 2. I can create, you can create, everybody can create and share social media on different platforms. So platforms like Facebook in 2004, YouTube 2005, so they changed how people communicate. So Web 2 introduced interactive and user-generated content. Everybody was now able to create a content. It all started in 2000s, 2010. It's an amazing things. And the next development was the cloud computing and mobile internet in 2010s. So software as a service was born, platform as a service was born, the infrastructure as a service was born as well. So you don't have to own in this sharing economy. You just buy access to the platform or to the software, to the infrastructure. You don't have to own. The computing power is usually very expensive, and you can't own it, but you can rent or you can buy access to that. So that's in 2010s, these three services were born. Now this is happening as we speak. As we speak now, things are changing so fast. In 2025, things are developing on a level we've never seen, on a pace we've never seen before. The AI and development. This started in 2019, 2020 something. The AI-driven search engines, automations, and platforms like ChatGPT made the internet more intelligent. And also the rise of 5G internet. So this is happening today. It's happening. This is what is going on with AI. People are able to create, people are able to interact, and it's amazing to see what people have been able to build. I've seen a lot of products. I can say one of the products I've seen, like Lovable .dev. It's an amazing platform where you can create your websites just using your natural language, and then the system is able to build a website to generate codes. It's an amazing thing on what people are building, to be honest. It was an amazing development. So this is why I wanted to take everybody through what happened, how it started, so we can understand how it's going. So we started with the development of the internet since day one up to what it is today, so we can be able to dive into the AI developments. Next, keep your eye open. Next tutorial will be exploring the developments of AI, how it started and what it is today.